Could you tell me who's in the room?
I will when we call the meeting to order, Mamie. I got that on my list.
No, I just want to know who. I can't tell who people are. They're kind of small. Oh, they have, and they have masks. They have masks on.
Wait, hang on just a second. Hang on. Okay, all right, we are live on YouTube. I'm just gonna go back and check and see if Commissioner Hinkleman is on here.
Okay,
He's not, okay. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Berrien County Finance Committee meeting Thursday, July 28th, 2020. Present in the room is Dan Fetty, Brian Bissett, Doug James, Stephanie Carlson, and Christopher Quatrin. And go ahead and have a roll call.
Commissioner Yarbrough.
Present.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
Commissioner Hinkleman. Commissioner Scott.
Here.
So we have a quorum, and then we just need the minute approval for the July 23rd minutes. And please state your name when you make the motion.
May I have a motion, please?
Commissioner Scott will make that motion to approve the minutes.
Commissioner Harrison will second that motion.
Thank you. Are there any corrections, additions? Would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Yarbrough.
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison.
Yes.
Commissioner Hinkleman. Commissioner Scott.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
And so your first order this morning, order of business is Drain Commissioner Christopher Quatrin to review the water leak, the South Water leak, right? Drain.
South water leak, right? Yeah.
Drain project. Yep.
Okay, please go ahead. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, commissioners. What we're looking to do, South Water Leak was a drain project and petitioned actually with my predecessor. We were able to, make this up a little bit, it's easier to talk. We were able to get the design done, work through the project, and actually get it to bid. It's really kind of an exciting project. The city, the Water Leak's very excited about it. There's a lot of things going to be happening in this neighborhood. Although it's not part, they were going to be able to not only do the sewer, fix the storm, they're going to do sewer work, we're going to do water works, road work, sidewalk work, and one of the neat things about the storm is we were able to come up with a very ingenious design that has saved the district tons of money, about $3 million in savings. It's a tiering system where they're going to be ponding, and then Park Street in Waterloo, which is between the Catholic Church and school there. The elementary is going to actually be removed. It's going to become a retention system and a park area, like a water park, where people are going to be able to walk their dogs, and the city eventually is talking about even putting a pavilion up there and some picnic tables and stuff. So they're really looking forward to this project. So we're looking at about, and I'm correct on this, Dan, about 2.607 million is what we're going to go out for bonding on this project.
I think actually the resolution is for, the statement is for 2,415,000.
Okay, 204. Yeah, the cost of this project is about 3.3. It's $3,345,000. We have prepayments plus there's some contributions that's being made from the water and in the city funds. That brings it down to the bond amount that Dan was talking about,
2.415.
Yeah, I have it here someplace. Yeah.
That's the contributions of 2.415?
No, that would be the size of the bond that's being sold.
Okay, the bond, okay.
Yeah, 2.415, which is, as Chris just said, is less than the project total because of their additional contributions that they're getting from other sources.
Okay.
So what we're looking for is so we can get that good rating our interest rate through the county's great rating for the district and the people of the district, no savings. So I'm asking that the board pass a resolution and give the full faith and credit for the bond that will allow us to set get the that rating, the county's rating for this project, for this RV.
Chris, this is Commissioner Scott. Can you give me an idea, if you don't have the exact figures, on to what the county's bond indebtedness is right now to all the drains? How many good faith credit? What's the total without this?
I don't know that. I'd have to get that. I don't know, Doug or Dan, you may have
I did
that.
not bring that with me. I can get it, but I don't have it with me right now.
I would definitely like to know that because, you know, I understand all of this, that what you're trying to do in the bond and that, but you know, there comes a point in time that I, as a commissioner, have to worry about the fact that if all of the bonds that we have out go sour and go bad, I want to know how much the county's indebtedness is on those bonds. And now you want to add another 2.415 million. You know, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I just want to know what the total is. So Doug, if you could get that for me, I'd appreciate it. I don't know if the other commissioners would like to know that or not, but I would.
Commissioner, we can get the exact figure for you, but my recollection is that I thought we were under 30 million in total outstanding indebtedness, and it's probably significantly lower now because we were carrying about $18 million on a DPW project that got refinanced by a local unit, so it was taken off our books. But my recollection is last time we looked at it, we were under 30 million, which, you know, considering that our borrowing limitations are 10% of our SEV, we're at about, what would that be? Maybe 10% of the 10% that we're allowed. So
Not even that.
yeah, the debt limit, we are nowhere near our debt limitations, not even approaching it. In fact, our outstanding debt is being retired faster than we're adding new debt right now.
Thank you.
Just,
I'm
you
sorry,
know,
Chris. Go ahead and continue. I'm sorry.
yeah, just for clarity, the district, the drainage district in itself can go out and bond. Okay, the difference here is that they're gonna be set on a rate, interest rate, you know, level to that, to a district, which is usually about twice what, the county can get through the faith and credit. So, that's why typically we'll come to the county and ask for basically it's the, you know, the backing of that allows those people in the district to benefit, you know, with the lower interest, which means lower payments, you know, for the project there. So in the sense of, at this point, you know, with the municipalities, and their push for having this project, in fact, they want shoveling ground. They wanted to shovel ground yesterday. You know, they're really pushing to try to get it in September. You know, we're probably, you know, the project will move forward. It's basically how we can continue to get savings for the people of that district, for the citizens of Berrien County. And this is one of those methods.
So in essence, this project will be well regarded by both the governmental units and the taxpayers within the district. And the taxpayers will be the ones making the payments to redeem the bonds, correct?
That's correct. Taxpayers, the MDOT has a big portion of it. They pay, there's not much in the roads there. The Waterville Township, City of Waterville, and then the county they always have a portion, and so then the rest is more on the landowners. Yeah, the average assessment was running about $180 a year, or about $14 a month for the landowners.
How many landowners are there in this?
I don't know for sure. I'd have to go look. I could have. I don't have that with me. If you want to run and go look, I could have them.
And
It's not
let
a
me
real
ask,
big district.
this area is the city of Waterville?
Well, it's actually the area, yeah, if you go on M40, you get off 94, as you go to Watervliet, it's on the south side of M140. There's a section there it picks up, which includes the Lane Automotive, and then it moves up to about where they just past the Catholic Church, or just by the old property, the old school that used to be there. They tore it down, but the Catholic Church is there to the west, and then they have some of the property to the east there that goes down to Mill Creek. There's actually a very large drainage pipe that crosses right about where the Catholic Church is. It goes into Mill Creek there. The main work is being done up in that west side of the property, or the district, which is in that area from, about where the Catholic Church is, the school, and going to 94 there.
Okay. And so what are we doing today? Will we come out of here with a resolution and all of that? That's what?
Yeah,
Administrator?
the resolution is for the backing or the full faith and credit of the county for the bond.
Yes. And then that's when you would start taking bids on all the, you say sidewalk, roads, water, sewer.
We already did that. We've already got bids on that.
Okay,
We've already
that's
got-
right. I kind of want to know, where are we? Because you said this would start and work on with former Drain Commissioner Zilke.
Yeah, that was the petition started back with him. The people of the district petitioned my predecessor for a project when I took office, and I started, continued to work on it. We were able to get it through a design, a very efficient design, and get it to the bid process. We had bids on it. We've taken bids. We've got all our easements. It's a project shovel ready at this point. Now we're putting the financing together for it.
Very good, very good.
Is there anything special the resolution needs to include?
No, but I believe the resolution you have, which Joe Delaney wrote, correct?
Yes, Clark Hill, that's the bond council.
The resolution that you have is what we call the borrowing resolution, and that's where you authorize the county to pledge its full faith and credit. Because this is a drain bond, as opposed to, say, a public works bond, once you pass the borrowing resolution, then the remainder of the paperwork, so to speak, is handled directly through the drain commissioner. The expectation, Bob, is that if that resolution, if the board's borrowing resolution is approved next Thursday, then Chris will be able to sell these bonds and close on them by September 15th. It's a pretty aggressive schedule, but in order to make that timeline, the board would have to approve that borrowing resolution on August 6th.
I'd just like to point out something that won't be until the first Thursday of August.
That, understood, yeah. August 6th is the.
All right, I just saying, because
No, we have, Ezra, we have a full schedule written out here, going through the circulation of the official statement, the publication of the notice of sale, everything, and it's very aggressive, but it's predicated on the borrowing resolution being approved by the full board on August 6th.
all right, thank you.
So commissioners, I just want to let you know, the individual that you might see popping up on your screen there is the city manager from Watervliet, Tyler Dodson.
Wonderful. Good morning and welcome, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
So what now? What Administrator Dissett, you want to talk to us?
So, yeah, so members of the committee, this is one that there are multiple years in the making to this proposed project. It benefits the city of Watervliet, Watervliet Township, the citizens living in Watervliet. Drain Commissioner has spent an ample amount of time in developing the plans. At this point, by extending the full faith and credit of the county, it ensures that the Drain Commissioner is going to be able to get the very best rates on the proposed borrowing, which means it's going to cost the public less money. My recommendation is to recommend approval of the resolution as written. We'll take it to the full board at your next regular meeting and allow the Drain Commissioner to proceed with the project. I think that Christopher mentioned that this is several years in the making. It'd be great to see this thing move forward and get under construction.
Yeah,
This is Commissioner Harrison. I would make a motion to authorize the borrowing resolution as presented.
we have a motion. May I have a support?
I'll support it, Mamie. I don't want you to wait any longer. I'm just holding out on you, but I'll support
It's okay, I have time.
it.
And we are it. When you look here, this little line, it's
We
big,
are it.
this little angle, this is it. I'll support it.
Yeah.
Because this is a lot of work and a lot of time. I know it's a pleasure, the things that we're doing in other communities. And when you said north and south, you lost me. You have to do right and left, and it's on the, by the Dairy Queen. But I look forward to seeing it and going there. I want to know this resolution, is that something we were given last week? It's, I have two computers going. Where is the resolution? I mean the piece of paper, I don't mean what position. I have the agenda and I don't know where is it online here?
I don't believe, I don't know where I've not seen the
I
resolution.
have one of the drafts of it.
Have you presented the resolution to them though?
I don't know if maybe we didn't get it to him. I have a draft here from Joe that went around.
Okay.
So-
No,
I think it's
I don't have it. I don't think.
Standard borrowing resolution, isn't it just the
It is,
standard?
Bob, it's a standard borrowing resolution. There's nothing in it that's unusual, out of the ordinary from every other borrowing resolution you've seen. It's
Okay.
boilerplate language.
We're just gonna format it a little bit so that it matches our formatting resolution, and then, as soon as I get a hold of it, I can do that for you and get it out to you today, if you'd like.
That's fine.
Thank
Okay,
you. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
me too. That's what sometimes I want to ask something, but no questions are dumb. So I'm real pleased about it. So may we call the roll? That's what
Commissioner Yarborough,
I say yes.
Commissioner Harrison,
Yes.
Commissioner Hinkleman, Commissioner Scott.
I say yes.
Okay, it passes. Thank you. I looked on the agenda and it says County Administrator Berrien to consider adoption of the motion language discussed at last meeting.
Yeah, so commissioners, we need to spend about 40 minutes discussing the word must versus shall.
You're good.
You're good.
Thank you.
So commissioners, Attorney Dwayne put together just a fairly lengthy email, and at its conclusion, he recommended that we use the word must versus shall. My recommendation is, at your last meeting, we discussed a motion that would provide clarification to all of the counties, specifically to the road department, that in the event that we go with a bid that is not the low bid, that department must notify the finance committee as to why we are going in, essentially going with the higher bidder. At the close of last week's meeting, there was a brief discussion about the word must versus shall. Attorney Dwayne noted that for law school that shall was the preferred language. However, he then provided some evidence on why he recommends the word must. All I would be asking is that this committee consider a recommendation to bring the motion language to the full board for final adoption with the word must inserted as opposed to the word shall.
Thank you. Committee, what do you say?
This is Commissioner Scott. I was the one who recommended that we take it from must to shall. I have read Judge Dwayne's explanation of that. I am comfortable with our corporate counsel, and I will make the motion that we approve the language for purchasing for all departments and for the road department as a specificity to include language of must. And I guess that's my motion if that's going to be sufficient enough.
That works, sir.
This is Commissioner Harrison. I'll second the motion.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Do we want to go further? Any further discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes?
like I said, I'm completely happy with Judge Dwayne's, or I shouldn't say judge, I'm sorry, John Dwayne's, his explanation of this. All I know is that that's why I had said shall before, because I had heard that and I've seen it before, and I'm not the legal authority, and that's exactly why we pay our corporate counsel to advise us on exactly what to do.
Yep. Would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Yarborough,
Yes.
Commissioner Harrison,
Yes.
Commissioner Hinkleman, Commissioner Scott.
Yes.
It passes. Any other business?
Madam Chair, this is Commissioner Scott again.
Yes.
I don't, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know, Brian, our administrator had said that we were going to bring this before the full board. If I remember correctly, that was a committee vote the last time we had done that. That was never brought before the board before, because it is committee business. I just wanted to make that as a point of order. And if I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected, but not taking anything away from Brian, but I would defer to Annette, because we have the history there, and I think that's exactly what we did. We approved it only in committee, not full board.
That is correct. It was done at the finance committee level.
Thank you. Just a point of order, so I don't know if we need to bring it before the full board because it was a committee issue.
Then why don't we just give them the information, because they thought they knew how bids went. And when we were saying that, they had no idea what we were talking about or what the concern was. So I think that, a statement of that in the board, this is what we accepted and this will be what we will do from now on. Would that be sufficient?
Yeah, I think it would be, but I don't think it needs to come before a full board vote.
Right, for their
But
acceptance.
they need to be informed of exactly what it was, and that can be easily sent out to them. I'm sure Annette would be able to send it out and said, this is the new language.
Yes,
And, this is what we came up with.
I would be happy with that. Commissioner Harrison?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Any other business?
Well, Shelley, the treasurer, Shelley White, just came in the room. I don't know, did you need something with finance committee?
I apologize for being late.
No.
I had a gentleman in my office.
Okay, do you have anything to bring to us?
I do not.
Just coming for the during
Yes.
discussion, okay.
Yes.
What did we talk about John Axe being somewhere? What was that? Huh?
Yeah, John and one of his partners from Clark Hill are coming down next Thursday to discuss some ongoing litigation with the board, and I believe that's going to be done in closed session.
Okay, because when we were doing the bonding and stuff, I know, he's an expert on all kinds of things. And I just
Well, as you
couldn't.
recall, John is our long-term bond counsel, and he's also provided additional legal counsel to us as it relates to all things financial in the treasurer's office.
Yes,
And so that's what the discussion next week will be about, is some ongoing and pending litigation that has an effect on the treasurer's office.
thank you. Okay. Any other business?
Madam Chair,
Yes,
Commissioner Scott, since we have Brian and we have Dan Fetty and Doug in the room, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. Yesterday, Administrator Doucette and I attended a conference with Senator Peters and Senator Stabenow on the Great Lakes Initiative.
yes,
And it was kind of strange because only certain mayors of certain larger cities were allowed to ask questions of the senators. But after we got done, I kind of stayed on the line and I was able to ask some questions because nobody else kind of stayed on. I believe there were 27 people. And I did get some information out to Senator Peters' staff and to Senator Stabenow's staff.
Okay,
And they have been in contact with me since yesterday. And there are several new grant opportunities for the county to apply for through the federal government coming up in this next year for shoreline protection and flooding of our cities and our infrastructure. And I will be getting all of that information to the administrator as it comes in, and then he could share it with Dan, because Dan's kind of the pseudo grant person. And that way we can look it over. But I mean, why shouldn't we try to get some of that grant money for some of these shoreline projects and that? So I just wanted to fill you in. So
thank you.
that's all I had.
Thank you very much. And that's what, our Congresswoman Stabenow and Upton are in a joint thing, anything about the water, and dredging and restoring the shoreline. So that's good to hear, and that you were able to ask questions. Stick with them.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. That's all I have.
Any other? So if that's,
For me, Dan Fetty, if you could give me a call in a little bit, I appreciate it.
Sure,
okay,
as soon as we're done.
then this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.